What's happening, Wisdom Warriors? Live back at it for another video. How y'all doing, man? I just had and by the way, I just want to mention to you all, I've been hearing from numerous subscribers that they've been having difficulty with the like button, and on my last video from yesterday, someone commented referring to the fact that they were trying to press the thumbs up, and well, it didn't work. So for some reason, you know, this has not been the first person I've heard this from. So, you know, keep trying to smash that like button. As you know, it really helps the algorithm and helps these videos get out to more and more people. So I really truly am grateful and appreciative for each and every one of you trying and attempting and whatever the case may be. So I love you all for it. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. A lot is to come on this channel, so stay tuned. And I'm gonna flip the camera because I have a lot to say, and you know, at least you guys can see like the scenery. Look at those cows, man. I don't know if you got a chance to see that or not, but well, so what I want to mention is I was just at yoga, you know, hot yoga, and it was so profound when I just left and just realized, you know, because in the moment of stretching and, you know, this was a little more fast-paced, but slow, still slow, and there was deep stretching in the beginning and whatnot. But more importantly, what I want to talk about is how what the downloads I received after, when getting in my car and realizing that there is so much out there for us, so many opportunities, so much information, so much well, just things to help us, to guide us, to help us heal, for us to learn and understand that we can heal ourselves. And so I've talked about this quite a few times, about the fact that well, I experience tightness in my hamstrings, like real tightness, like almost like rubber bands, you know. And literally I've been doing yoga now. This is probably the third month I signed up for it, and the first month I was really going at it. Second month, there was a week or so I had to, in December, I had to slow down or stop because I had a couple back things going on. And then now I signed up again, and it's January, and about a week ago I found out about a type of therapy that releases your hamstrings or your muscles from the tightness or even pain. And I have not tried it yet, so I don't know. I can't give you my feedback yet. I do have an appointment scheduled for Wednesday, so we'll see, and I'll definitely give you my feedback as to, you know, how it went. But at the yoga studio, I met someone a month or two ago, and we were talking last week, and then we just spoke today, and her husband did this modality also. And come to find out, I don't know how long it's been around, but I had no idea it even existed. And I want to say this because I got like a massive download in regards to, we're not going to be shown things if our higher self is not ready to show us. And what I mean by that is, are you ready to make a change? Are you ready to commit, or just use these different things as something like a crutch? You know, that's the whole thing that I'm starting to realize. Like, we, especially when my dad passed a little over a year ago, and I tried to do everything I could do possible to help him, but unless he wanted it, and unless he was going to change, the things that I was helping him with, like Reiki and QHHT, which is quantum healing hypnosis therapy, sound healing. There's all kinds the EE systems we went to, which are so-called med beds, what they call, sort of. All of these things are not gonna, like, your higher self is not going to engage or initiate the healing process with whatever it is unless it sees that you want it and that you're willing to change in whatever area of your life that may have caused whatever you're experiencing. Your higher self is not going to show you the things that you can do to help yourself that would actually help until your higher self knows that you want it bad enough, that you want to make the changes. And I've been, like I said, I'd probably venture to say I've been at the chiropractor probably 3-4 months now, every week, twice a week. I've been doing the yoga the last 3 months. I've been doing a lot of different things to essentially loosen or free up my hamstrings or my hips, or there was moments where my pelvic was popping out. I mean, I've had these experiences though over the years. I've dealt with the ribs popping out. I've dealt with spasms in the back. I've dealt with being on the floor and not being able to get up off the floor. And I can go on and on, and I don't want to dove into the past because we are brand new each and every day. And the fact of the matter is I'm ready. And I was shown I've been seeing him for the past 4 years, since 2018, I think, is when I moved here and I found him, the chiropractor, and he just now told me about this modality and said, I really feel optimistic about this. I really feel like this could help you. And he did recommend me to somebody, but that didn't work out, and that's okay, because then I found something that was even better. I found a place that I can feel the love. I can feel that they're there to try to actually really help you. And again, our higher selves are communicating with each other, with everyone before. Well, where I'm going with this is our higher self is one step ahead of us all the time. And it knows exactly whether or not you are willing and able and will change. Because I found this out through Dolores Cannon's trainings, and the QHHT, as she spoke about. The higher self knows, and every time the higher self comes forward, it says, oh, he or she already knows. They already know this. It's a matter of your human resisting and fighting and not wanting to change, not wanting to put in the work that you may need to see, like this modality, right? Yeah, maybe it could be a miracle thing that it works, but like, am I going to just use it as a crutch and then not, do like stretching every day or do things for myself, and I'm going to just use it to get out of what I'm experiencing? And then once I get out of it, then that's it. I'm not going to put in the effort or the work to, assist my body in ways, that I may need to be assisting it. So with that being said, I just wanted to talk a little bit about this. Hopefully you guys are understanding what I mean. But it goes back to one other example I'm going to give. When I had hit rock bottom in 2017, a family member had recommended to my dad that I should seek this therapy, and I should go to this one place in South Florida where I was living, and they have groups there, and I should do the emotional regulation groups and the other groups that they had. And what was so ironic and so interesting about it was I used to drive down that road practically most of my life, passing by that place, never knew that it actually existed. And it was created by this woman who wanted to help and see these places all over the place, where it was like, if you couldn't afford therapy, then you can get they will basically, you will fill out an application with your income and all that, and it could most likely be free or very cheap, next to nothing. And I will say these were all students that were pretty much getting close to graduating, and it was the most beautiful place. And I went there for probably a good year, and I knew this place existed, but I was not ready. Just like I haven't been ready for what the chiropractor recommended to me. And I'm not mentioning it right now because, again, I haven't done it yet. I will be doing it next week, and I'll talk about it after the fact. I just don't want to mention anything I haven't even tried yet myself. So again, keeping it to myself right now until I experience it on I experience it myself, you know. So, you know, it's like there is so many things available to us out there. It's a matter of, are you ready? Are you ready for it? Are you ready to receive it? And if you receive it, are you going to make the changes necessary? Because, you know, just like someone said about the EE systems, they're not used for you to just go in there, find a location, go there and heal, and then continue doing the things that are hurting yourself, like eating garbage or whatever the case may be, you know. Are you actually willing to change, especially knowing that what you're doing is harming yourself? So that's kind of like where I wanted to go with this. And you know, just know that your higher self has your back, and it's our human that always is in resistance to these processes that are actually out there. So just know that you know, our higher self is one step ahead of us all the time, and whatever you're going through most likely requires you to change in some way, shape, or form. And that's why you may be finding yourself still in situations that you're in, because your higher self is expecting for you to do the work. If every time our higher self just snapped the finger, which it can, and heal any aspect or change any aspect in our lives, we would never grow or evolve or anything. Like, and eventually what's happening as we expand and as we elevate our consciousness more and more anyway, we're embodying the connection to our higher self anyway, and our higher self will just be leading the way fully, you know. And your human / ego or old paradigms, old traumas, old past stuff won't be leading anymore. It will be leading from love, leading from the higher self standpoint. So I got some downloads. I did a channeling message earlier today, and I definitely plan to speak about it on here on another video. But I got a lot of downloads about the levels of and waves of consciousness and how and what the future is going to look like. And I definitely plan to do a video on it and talk about it, so stay tuned for that. If you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe, share, comment, hit the notification bell. Make sure you check that you're subscribed and that the notification bell is on, because a lot of people have been telling me and talking about the fact that they are not, when they hit the like button, it's not working. And they hit it and it's not taking. So please make sure that you hit the like button and keep trying. I would really greatly appreciate it. I love you all. Here I'm just getting to the park, to the beautiful water and the scenery and the lake. And see how steep it is, man, guys. Look at that. Look at that water. It's rough today, man, 'cause it's like really windy. I'll just give you a quick view of what I'm gonna be looking at here. Haven't come here in a while, and man, the waves are crashing today. Really rough today. But anyways, I'm here. Like I said, please like, share, subscribe, comment. I love you all, man. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you, man. I have so many plans for this channel, so stay tuned, man. It's gonna get really good. And not only really good, but there's going to be a lot of expansion going on, and just a lot. I've been expanding myself. The last few months I have shifted and changed so much. And like I said, I'm getting chills as I speak on it. So stay tuned, man. I love you all. I'm truly appreciative and grateful for this platform, for this channel, for each and every one of you. I love you all from the bottom of my heart. Take care of yourselves and each other. With that being said, from my heart to yours, I will see you in the next video. Let's go with some Warriors Light. We got this. There's the view. Take care. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.